Hey, what's going on? This is Instructor Mike. You can follow me on Facebook at Mike Brown or Instructor Mike, on Instagram and TikTok. Yes, Mike said it. On Twitter at Instructor Mike1. And subscribe to this YouTube page. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications. We're on our way to 1 million subs. Let's go ahead and make it happen. I appreciate you and the content that not only we put out, but the fact that you all are willing to engage, whether you like it or not. Hope you find it informative, or at least if you don't like it, make a better change. Let's go ahead and dive right into it. We are going to talk about the Chicago Civilian Office of Police Accountability releasing the video of the fatal shooting of Reginald Clay. Now, I'm not going to necessarily provide an opinion of who he is, for I don't know who he is. And I will say thoughts and prayers to his family, because the loss of a loved one is always tragic, regardless of the legality. Okay, it's always tragic. It's never not tragic. Okay, so the purpose of this video is to actually educate you on what you can and cannot do by law with the firearm owner's identification card and the concealed carry license. Okay, this stuff is very important, so we're just going to go ahead and do an overview of those things. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with Instructor Mike.
What's going on, you? This is Instructor Mike. You can follow me on Facebook at Mike Brown or Instructor Mike. Follow me on
It could be you as a citizen, and you walked up and you see somebody. It look heavy? I don't know. Special, that must be. But it's good to know that this can handle the high pressure rounds of the flooding. Ready to go.
Make eye contact with me. He's still trying to get it open a couple of times.
So tail.
All right, let's go ahead and dive right into it. Again, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I appreciate you all. Sound off in the comments. You can also follow me and subscribe to my locals channel. You see it right here, okay? Right here. instructormike.locals.com, okay, where you can subscribe and get exclusive content, okay? I'm trying to build that exclusive content. A lot of things I do post to YouTube, but there are some things that I can't post to YouTube, so I will post them there on that locals. So make sure you go ahead and go there to instructormike.locals.com. Also, follow me on Twitter at InstructorMike1. InstructorMike1. Let's go ahead and dive right into it. This video is courtesy of WGN News. WGN News. Without further delay, let's dive into it.
Closer to home, the Civilian Office of Police Accountability releasing video of a fatal Chicago police shooting on the West Side. That shooting happened on April 15th at Flournoy and Independence. COPA says, based on preliminary information, 2 officers drove up to a group of people. As the officers got out of their squad car, one person started to walk away, then fled. The officers ran after him. COPA says the person tried to exit a gangway in the direction of the officers, and one of the officers opened fire. COPA says the person had a firearm, which was recovered at the scene. It will conduct an investigation to determine if the officer's actions followed CPD policy and training. Reginald Clay Jr.'s family has sued CPD. The lawsuit claims he ran to avoid being hassled. The family also accuses officers of violating the department's foot pursuit policy. The officers involved have been placed on desk duty.
Okay, so this, again, is not commenting about the case in and of itself, but just to educate people regarding the firearm owner's identification card and the concealed carry license, okay? It has been said that Mr. Clay possessed a firearm owner's identification card, but it was also said, and I have not confirmed this information, so it's just what was put out there, right, that he had that he did not have a concealed carry license, okay? And I run across students who find themselves in this type of predicament. So this is solely for educational purposes, to teach you what you can and cannot do with both licenses. The firearm owner's identification card is governed by Chapter 430 Illinois Compiled Statutes Act 65, which is the Firearm Owner's Identification Act. Okay, and it has been around since sometime in the 60s or 70s, somewhere around that ballpark. My numbers could be off, but it's been around for quite some time, definitely before I was born. Okay, and that card allows you to be able to purchase and possess firearms and ammunition on your own property or in the property of another person, provided you are given authorization to carry that item and possess that item on that property. That card does not authorize you or allow you by law to carry that firearm on your person, just like a police officer or a security officer would. It does not allow you to carry that firearm on your person in the public, outside and beyond of where you live, okay? Or where you're allowed to carry that by law, okay? The concealed carry card or the concealed carry license is a license that is authorized by Chapter 430 Illinois Compiled Statutes Act 66, which is the Illinois Concealed Carry Act, codified into law on July 9th, 2013. Okay. And that card allows you to then take that firearm that you were already allowed to legally possess, and it allows you to carry that firearm on or about your person in a fully or partially concealed manner that is not viewable to the public in places authorized by law. Okay. So if it is in fact the case that Mr. Clay did not have a concealed carry license, but only had a FOID card, a question that will likely be, asked in the investigation on any side, whatever the case may be, is that place where he was seen. Okay. Does he own that place? Does he own the street? Does he own the property he ran into? If the answers are no, and there is no property owner that could state that they gave him the permission to be on that property with a firearm, what type of circumstances do you think he might face? Not he in his person, but his estate, those who will be filing or have filed suit on his behalf. Okay, so I'm not going to dive too much into his actions because his life matters. The officer's life matters. I'm one of those all life matters people. So if you don't like it, you're entitled to your opinion. It's all good. Okay. But I will say this. Do not think, and I'll land with this. Do not think that just because you own a firearm owner's identification card, that in and of itself means that you can carry those firearms beyond where you live or where you're legally authorized to have them by law. Okay. And I think it is very important that we begin to understand. You don't have to like it. You don't have to approve of it. You can disapprove of it. You're entitled to your feelings. But what does the law say you can or cannot do? Right? So, that having been said, I just wanted to keep that video under 10 minutes, okay? To try to give you some insight on that particular section. Just that right there, okay? I'm not going to go into a deep dive of the case, whether the police were right or wrong, whether Mr. Clay was right or wrong. I want to keep this strictly to education of a critical key piece at argument, whether or not you can possess that firearm and carry it on or about your person, be it in a holster or not in a holster. Can you carry that with just an FOID card? Chapter 430 Illinois Compiled Statutes Act 65 is the FOID Act in Illinois. Chapter 430 Illinois Compiled Statutes Act 66 is the Illinois Concealed Carry Act. It is very important that you read these acts. What's even more important, if you understand the value of self, the value of people, the value of relationships, the value of resources, and the expiration of those things, it is very important that you educate yourself. We have a collection of 5 things as humans: needs, education, experiences, habits, and our motivations. If you value education, you will seek out that education so that under stress, you have a likely higher outcome than others. Okay? This is Instructor Mike, and you have been trained. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook at Mike Brown or Instructor Mike, on Instagram and TikTok at Yes Mike Said It, on Twitter. Trying to get it right? On Twitter at Instructor Mike 1. You can also subscribe to my locals channel, instructormike.locals.com. Okay, and subscribe to this YouTube page. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications. Make sure you get yourself in someone's concealed carry course. If you're interested in my concealed carry course, I'd be delighted to have you. Okay, just text certify me. So all you got to do is just text certify me to 630-360-0548. Certify me to 630-360-0548, and I will send you the information on our next concealed carry class. We got one coming up this weekend. It's going to be awesome, and we would love to have you as a part of that. Why? It is no one's job to protect you but you. No one's job to protect you but you. I will see you. You already know what time it is. Here we go.
What's going on, you? This is Instructor Mike. You can follow me on Facebook at Mike Brown or Instructor Mike. Follow me
It
on
could be you as a citizen, and you walked up and you see somebody. It look heavy? I don't know. Create special. That must be. But it's good to know that this can handle the high pressure rounds of the flooding. Ready to go.
Make eye contact with me. He's still trying to get it open a couple of times.
Show champ.